For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to this very special sports presentation. Yes, it's middle school basketball at the 8th grade level between Longfellow and General Johnnie Wilson. Great to bring it to you as part of all of the coverage on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. I'm Tim Elkhorn here at Longfellow Middle School, as we're just about ready to tip this one off, and the tip is controlled by General Johnnie Wilson. Again, they are the road team in the dark blue uniform. Right wing three ball up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Longfellow. And here comes Longfellow to the forecourt. Well, they turn it over as General Johnnie Wilson gets the basketball. Long pass down the floor. That one's picked off by Longfellow's Jacob Addis. So a couple of early turnovers. Longfellow in the home white uniforms here today. White shirts, white shorts for Longfellow. Dark blue shirts, dark blue shorts for General Johnnie Wilson. Little dipsy-do underneath the basket. That shot missed by DeJuan Howard-Young. Out of there with it comes General Johnnie Wilson, as Christian Ramos had his pass out front picked off. Got a trio of turnovers here, and there's another one, as DeJuan Howard-Young not able to maintain control of the basketball. Just underway. And as we've mentioned during these middle school broadcasts on WLCS TV 20, 6-minute quarters at the 7th and 8th grade levels. So 6-minute quarters. Game should move along pretty quickly. Well, I'm sure for the kids, when you're running up and down, you're not really watching that clock. But for the fans and the officials and those who are used to also sitting in on varsity action, well, the quarters just fly by. Boy, we've had a bevy of turnovers here early on. Either team can kind of maintain control of the basketball. General Johnnie Wilson, coached by Brian Pagan, and Longfellow coached by Kevin Huff. There's a long three. Good! Nice shot. Boy, top of the key jumper. That one was right on the mark from Rashad Carter. So Rashad Carter with the first point to the ball game. 3-0. General Johnnie Wilson on top. Longfellow basketball. Levante Davis looking for some help. Boy, he's got blue jerseys chasing him all over the place. And finally there's a steal. And what do we got? We got a foul called on Longfellow's Levante Davis. Steal had been made, and basketball will belong to General Johnnie Wilson. For General Johnnie Wilson, Isaac Lagarde Jr. will inbound. Ramos on the right wing. Got it out front. That's Washington back to Ramos. He'll shoot it. He'll miss it. Rebound grabbed by Longfellow. 3-0. General Johnnie Wilson with the game's only points. A three ball by Rashad Carter. Longfellow basketball. And down in the corner, they lose it out of bounds. Jacob Addis was trying to hand that ball off, and they couldn't quite make the connection over there in the corner, so the basketball belongs to General Johnnie Wilson. Ramos got it out front to Washington. Washington. And now in the lane. A whistle as Isaac Lagarde went to turn, and he got fouled. Lagarde inbounds it, and an open Tracy Williams couldn't get the shot to fall. And then Tracy was on the back looking for the offensive rebound. Ooh, I thought that was over and back. At the other end, shot off the side of the backboard, no good. And now Longfellow turns it over as the ball in the corner went off the hands of Nathan Gomez out of bounds. Left side of the forecourt. Now they feed it down low. Running shot from the baseline. Good. Boy, that ball from Tracy Williams went high in the air, but he got it to fall through. And now there's a steal by Ramos. Ramos in the lane, and he got fouled as he went up. Here's Ramos heading to the free throw line. Christian Ramos. Favorite food? Grandma's rice. Grandma must make some pretty good rice. When you get it listed as your favorite food on the WLCS TV 20 broadcast, that's some good rice right there. As Christian Ramos hits the first free throw. He's got one more coming. And Ramos misses the second. Longfellow still looking to get on the board. They trail it 6-0. Here comes the double team on Devon Howard-Young. Tries to step through it, and he does. Got it off to Levante Davis. Davis in the lane, hooked it up, no good. Davis got it back. Davis left of the lane. Finally feeds it on the right side to Gomez. He'll shoot it, miss it, and Ramos corrals the rebound. And here comes General Johnny Wilson. Not for long, though, as the ball down the floor went over the head of Christian Elder out of bounds. We got a 1-2-2 zone here from General Johnny Wilson, but Longfellow able to break it, and fouled on his way to the hoop was Camille Ortiz. So Camille Ortiz will shoot two. Looking to get Longfellow on the board. They trail it 6-0. Ortiz line right. Good on the first. So there's our first point for Longfellow. Camille's favorite athlete is Russell Westbrook. Second free throw good. His future goal is to attend to Kentucky. Believe me, if you're that good, John Calipari will find you already. Right side of the forecourt. Bank shot good off the glass for three. As Jamal Washington knocked that one in for a three ball. Makes it 9-2. And now we got a trap in the backcourt. And a timeout will be taken by Longfellow. It is amazing that at this level, perhaps not in this game today, but boy, there are kids at the 7th and 8th grade level that are getting looked at already. They've got them ranked. It's like, wow. I remember when that didn't even start until they were perhaps a sophomore or a junior in high school, and now it's kind of worked its way all the way down to that middle school level. But for these kids here today, not that they don't want to compete and become the best they can be, but as I've mentioned a couple of times with middle school broadcasts, it's all about learning the fundamentals, learning the system that Coach Rossitano will want you to run when you get up to the high school, learning how to execute game situations. Longfellow basketball, they're down by 7. General Johnny Wilson, they do run pressure at you. Speaking of John Rossitano's system, and there they force a turnover as Camille Ortiz lost the handle right in front of that General Johnny Wilson bench. So the basketball belongs to General Johnny Wilson. And they're up 9-2. There's a long three ball off the mark. Rebound grabbed, hook, back up, no good. Rebound ricochets around, put back up, and hung on the rim and fell off. Rebound put back up, and a foul is called. Well, you keep pounding the offensive glass like that, and good things are going to happen. And now Tracy Williams will shoot 2 free throws. So Williams will shoot 2 with 1:25 on the clock. General Johnny Wilson with a 9-2 lead. First one up for Williams, in and out. Substitutions for General Johnny Wilson. Checking in is Julian Velez. Or Julian Velez, depends how you pronounce that. Tracy Williams shooting 2. First one up, no good. And a whistle and a foul on the rebound. And now we'll have 2 more free throws. Tracy must have missed the first one. I didn't see that. So Williams missed them both. But now 2 free throws for Xavier Christian, and he misses the first. Substitution. Well, Velez will check in. So earlier, Velez must have been checking in for the shooter. And now we're going to get Isaac Lagarde at the scorer's table as well. Christian tried to bang that one, didn't even hit the rim. So the basketball belongs to Longfellow. 9-2. Longfellow with the ball, down by 7. Their only 2 points have been 2 free throws from Camille Ortiz. So they're looking for their first field goal in the ball game. And driving and missing the shot, but fouled on the play was Ortiz. Well, he had 2 free throws earlier in the quarter. So Ortiz back to the line, shooting 2 more. Camille wants to be an engineer in his future endeavors. And in and out on that free throw. So the score remains 9-2, General Johnny Wilson. Camille sends the second one up, short-armed it, rebound, Ortiz, nice play as he got the ball back. So he missed the 2 free throws, but did a good job in keeping the possession alive, although Longfellow now loses the basketball. So General Johnny Wilson has it. They have a 7-point lead, although they turn it over at the other end. Ball goes off the hands of Velez out of bounds. Longfellow ball. Be nice to see them get a field goal here in the first quarter. Just develop a little confidence for him. Here's Tamir Strasser. Feeds it right wing. Ball up no good by Ortiz. Rebound knocked out front. It ricochets around. Out of there with it comes General Johnny Wilson. Driving and missing the shot. Velez got the rebound. He missed it. Out of there with it comes Longfellow. 20 on the clock as Mason Davis heads to the forecourt. His pass stolen away by General Johnny Wilson. And now the pass out near the half-court line deflected to the backcourt, so possession stays alive. Lagarde with the lane, put it up no good. Rebound Velez, put it up no good, and that will end the first quarter of play. Man, bodies were flying all over the place. At the end of one, it's General Johnny Wilson with a 9-2 lead over Longfellow here at Longfellow Middle School. We'll take a timeout. Second quarter of play follows this on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Our little superhero looks pretty happy.
Yes, he does. I've been teaching him that eating healthy will make him grow up strong. It's so important that we both encourage him to eat healthy and exercise regularly, and that we live that way in front of him. You know, it's never too early to start.
I wish I'd eaten healthier when I was his age.
Yeah, maybe if you had, you would have developed some special powers also.
92% of kids and teens have a poor diet, but you can change that. Teach your kids the importance of healthy eating in a language they can understand.
9-2. General Johnny Wilson with the lead at the end of one. Daniel Smith hands the basketball off. And here we go. Second quarter underway. There's Daniel, one of the officials in today's game. Well, he was a terrific player at Oberlin in his day. Did a nice job. Longfellow with the basketball, down by 7. Only had a couple of free throws in the first quarter of play. Looking for that first field goal. Left wing, 3-ball up, no good. Offensive rebound. They keep the possession alive. Got it to Ortiz. Out front, there's another 3. That one's off the mark. And General Johnny Wilson corrals the basketball. They run it down the floor. We got a collision. Boy, Dan's going to let him play on that one, although now we got a foul, as that one is called on Lagarde. A couple of substitutions for General Johnny Wilson. Tracy Williams checking back in, also re-entering the ball game, Christian Ramos. 5:23 to go here in the first half of play. 8th grade basketball. So next year, these guys will be up at the high school level, playing freshman ball, perhaps JV. You're going to have to be really good to play varsity basketball at the freshman level. Pass underneath, and the shot was missed. Out of there with it comes General Johnny Wilson into the forecourt. Williams, he got it down low to Ramos. Ramos had the ball knocked out of his hands. Davis grabbed it on the end line, and Daniel Smith said he stepped on the end line. Ball goes back to General Johnny Wilson. Or excuse me, General Johnny Wilson. As for General Johnny Wilson, Velez will check out of the ball game. Isaac Lagarde to inbound. Tried to thread the needle in there. The ball deflected and stolen by Longfellow. Ortiz through the center circle, right side to Young. Got it back to Ortiz, left wing, rainbow three. Good! How about that shot? Tamir Strager with the three ball. Makes it a 9-5 ball game. At the other end, Lagarde in the lane. Put it up, no good. Rebound tapped out front. Ball still knocked around. Out of there with it comes Longfellow. Ortiz heads to the other end. He drives, he scores. So Ortiz has suddenly made this a 9-7 contest. And now there's a deflection right down below us. Double teamed and fouled for General Johnny Wilson was Christian Elder. And for General Johnny Wilson, that'll get Jamal Washington back in the ball game. General Johnny Wilson basketball. Their lead has been shaved to 2. Nice comeback by Longfellow here. Driving, and the runner from the baseline is off the mark for Jamal Washington. Basketball belongs to Longfellow. So after trailing 9-2 at the end of one, Longfellow has made it a 9-7 ball game. They've got a chance to tie or take the lead right here. Well, they turn it over. And left of the lane with the basketball is Carter. Carter works into the corner, double team, fed it out front to Washington. Washington feeds it to Ramos. Ramos at the three-point arc. And he bounced it right by Lagarde down in the lane. Here comes Longfellow. Left of the lane, driving shot, no, but a foul was called. It will be called before the shot, so DeJuan Howard Young will not head to the free throw line. Longfellow will inbound. Down by 2, 3:44 to go. Three ball up too strong. Rebound ricochets to Lagarde. He throws it down the floor to Ramos. Ramos went to the lane, put it up, and it rolled around the rim and in. Nice shot for Christian Ramos. He now has 3 points in the ball game, makes it 11-7, and now General Johnny Wilson creates a turnover and just hammered in the lane was Washington. He will shoot 2. So here's Washington, 8th grader, wants to be a lawyer. His favorite basketball player, Allen Iverson. Well, you better hope Jamal Washington never looks at the coach and goes, practice? Practice? It's just practice. Practice is pretty important at this level. So we've got ourselves. Okay, I thought Jamal hit that first free throw, did he not? Because the scoreboard says 11, but it was 9-2 at the end of one. Ramos had I think it's 12 at the other end, driving shot no good, and the rebound fell off. Unless there was a lane violation, that's the only thing I can think, because it was 9-2 at the end of one, and then Ramos had a field goal, which would make it 11. But I thought Washington hit that first, but maybe they waved it off. All right. So here's Williams at the free throw line. He's short on the first. And for Longfellow, here's John Van Sickle checking in the ball game. So first time we've seen Van Sickle today. Second free throw is also short. Rebound Lagarde, though. Turns, shoots, had that one partially blocked. Ramos saves it in, but he saves it into Longfellow. Well, scoreboard says 11-7. I got to trust the scoreboard, I guess. So still only the 2 points in the quarter for General Johnny Wilson, according to the scoreboard, is that field goal from Ramos. Right wing shot goes up, no good. Rebound tapped to Ramos. Ramos comes up the right side, surveying the scene. Ramos stops, shoots, hits. Nice shot right there by Christian Ramos. And Ramos makes it 13-7. And we got a foul at the half-court line as Ortiz ended up getting knocked down. So Longfellow will inbound. 2:32 to go here in the first half of play. 13-7. So Longfellow had cut it down to a 9-7 ball game, but General Johnny Wilson has answered with 4 straight, although Ortiz drains a jumper right there to make it a 13-9 ball game. Out front, long three. Good! Well, that's a terrific shot from Rashad Carter. That's his second 3-ball in the ball game. Makes it 16-9. And at the other end, Ortiz fouled as he went to the bucket. We've had 3 threes here in the first half from General Johnny Wilson. They're up 16-9. Ortiz, first free throw, no good. So Camille Ortiz is now 2 of 5 from the line. Ortiz, second one, missed it as well. Rebound grab by General Johnny Wilson. 16-9. Coming right down the lane, but missing the shot. Rebound Ramos, had it knocked back. And now falling down is Williams. And we've got a traveling call against General Johnny Wilson. Long pass down the floor. Here's John Van Sickle. He drives, missed the shot. Rebound loose on the floor. Longfellow keeps it alive. 3-ball off the rim. Rebound put back up by Ortiz. Short. Rebound, though, grabbed by Longfellow. They get in the lane to Ortiz. Hung it on the rim and missed it. Rebound, General Johnny Wilson. Johnny Wilson with the basketball. Ramos, left of the lane, fires in the left corner. 3-ball up, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound saved in, yes. Longfellow keeps the possession alive. Van Sickle got it out front. No, he didn't. Ball deflected, and a nice dish over his shoulder. And we had a foul called. Trying to sort it all out here. We have a 1-on-1 situation. I think that's what the holdup was. And for General Johnny Wilson, here's Rashad Carter at the free throw line. Future goal is to become a doctor. Favorite basketball player, Isaiah Thomas. And the front end of the 1-on-1 is missed. Rebound saved in. Yeah, but it ends up, well, I shouldn't say it was saved in. The attempt was made to have it saved in by Jamal Washington, but the ball ended up out of bounds. Here comes the pressure from General Johnny Wilson. Ortiz through the center circle, bounces it down low, and the shot is up and in. Nice press breaker there. And Tobias Overton has his first 2 points in the ball game to make it 16-11. Ramos drives, scoops, no, missed it. Rebound grab by Ortiz. Ortiz up the left side, fed it down low, and the shot is missed by DeJuan Howard-Young. Here comes General Johnny Wilson, 2-on-1. They tried to get it to the right side, but the pass was too low for Tracy Williams. So back comes Longfellow. Van Sickle had it knocked out of his hands. Van Sickle goes down to the floor to get it. And I think we got a timeout called. We did. Longfellow takes the 30-second timeout. So with 12.4 on the clock, Longfellow will take the timeout. They're down by 5, 16 to 11. Looking at individual scoring numbers for General Johnny Wilson, I've got Rashad Carter with 6, couple of 3 balls. Christian Ramos with 5. Jama Washington with 3. And Tracy Williams with 2. For Longfellow, we've got Camille Ortiz with 6. Tamir Strasser with 3. And Tobias Overton with 2. Well, I love how some of these kids love the old-timers as far as their favorite players. Tobias Overton, Kobe Bryant. Not that Kobe was that long ago, but still going back a few years now. So let's see if Longfellow can score in the waning seconds. Ball knocked out of the hands of Tobias Overton, out of bounds. 6.7 to go here in the first half. Left wing, 3 ball, no good. Rebound saved in. No, it went out with .9 on the clock. So let's see if Longfellow can get that last shot off. Down by 5. Well, that was a quick buzzer as the ball went in. And that ends the first half of play. All right, 2 quarters are in the book here at Longfellow. And at the intermission, General Johnny Wilson with a 16 to 11 lead over Longfellow. We'll be back. We'll bring you the third quarter of play as General Johnny Wilson takes on Longfellow in this special middle school basketball sports presentation on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Stop texting and driving. If not for you, for me.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community. While continuing full-time careers or education. To help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Second half underway. General Johnny Wilson and Longfellow here at Longfellow Middle School. Got a lead right now for General Johnny Wilson of 5, 16 to 11 as we start the third quarter. Tim Alcorn with you. Thanks for watching this on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. Ramos on the right side, fakes the shot, heads to the baseline, up, no, but fouled. And so Christian Ramos will shoot 2. Christian Ramos. Deep knee bend, first one up and short. Ramos has one more coming. He had 5 first half points. Second free throw is up. Put too much on that one, so he kind of overcompensated after missing the first. Jump ball on the rebound, and the possession arrow belongs to Longfellow. So Camille Ortiz, who had 6 points in the first half, will fire it in. Longfellow down by 5, 16 to 11. Ramos with a steal. And now one of our officials says we've got a foul. Called that one on Longfellow's DeJuan Howard Young. So General Johnny Wilson has the basketball. Ramos here down in front of us at the three-point arc. Threw it out front. Three ball up off the mark. Rebound grab by Longfellow. Nice job by Jacob Addis. Feeds it ahead. Driving, scooping, and missing was DeJuan Howard Young. Back comes General Johnny Wilson. Nice move to the bucket. The shot up and in, and a foul. Tracy Williams with a chance for a three-point play. So Williams with 4 points now in the ball game. A chance for 5 at the free throw line. Nice strong move by Tracy. Says he wants to own houses when he gets a little bit older. Misses the free throw. Rebound grab by Lagarde. Turn, shoots, good! So Isaac Lagarde with his first 2 points of the ball game. And it's now 20-11. So the lead back to 9 for General Johnny Wilson. They led 9-2 at the end of one. Longfellow shaved it down to 9-7. And now the lead has extended again for General Johnny Wilson. And off a missed shot, here they come to the other end. Right of the lane, the runner no good from Tracy Williams. Out of there with it comes Longfellow. And all the way to the basket was Tamir Strasser, and he got fouled. So he's going to shoot 2. Well, here's something interesting. Tamir says he loves to draw. Some artistic ability from the young man at the free throw line. First one up, and it rolled in for him. He now has 5 points in the ball game. Makes it 20-12. Strazier with one more coming. Pounds that basketball. Sends the second one up. No good. Rebound tipped loose, and Ramos has it for General Johnny Wilson. They lead it by 8. There's a 3-ball. Right on the mark. Boy, I tell you what, Rashad Carter, that kid can shoot it from outside the 3-point line. He's got 3 threes in the ball game. Makes it 23-12, and now there's a steal by General Johnny Wilson. They're going to get it to Carter. He'll shoot another one. He'll hit another one. Boy, how about 4 threes for Rashad Carter? He's got 12 points in the ball game. 26-12. When he gets his hands on the ball, somebody for Longfellow had better shout out shooter. Because, man, he can drill it. Long pass down the floor. Williams right of the lane. Williams into the lane. And then Williams walked with the basketball. Tracy thought he got fouled. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 26-12. Good start to the second half for General Johnny Wilson. Their 10-1 run has pushed the lead out to a 10-point advantage. Or excuse me, a 14-point advantage. I need a Lorain City Schools education. Why did I think 26-12 was a 10-point advantage? My goodness. Joe Bach will never have me back. The turnover gives it to General Johnny Wilson. All right, so it's a 14-point lead for General Johnny Wilson. They've got the basketball. 26-12. Yes, that does add up to 14. As fouled on his way to the bucket was Washington. So Washington will shoot 2 with 3:11 to go here in the quarter. Big start to the second half for General Johnny Wilson. They're on a 10-1 run. They led 16-11 at the half. First free throw up and in. So Washington now with 4 points in the ball game. And his second free throw is good as well. So I've got him unofficially with 5. Makes it 28-12. There's that pressure from General Johnny Wilson. Boy, it wreaked havoc in that first half of play, and it's paying dividends here in the third quarter as well. Down to 3:03 to go here in the quarter. Longfellow basketball. Again, if you've just dialed in, just turned us on, saying who's who here, it's Longfellow in the home white uniforms. Right wing three, no good. Rebound Addis, and he got fouled. So again, Longfellow playing on their home floor. So they're in the home whites, white shirts, white shorts for Longfellow, and General Johnnie Wilson in the dark uniforms. They're in the dark blue shirts and shorts. Jacob Addis will shoot 2. Jake looking for his first points here today. Spins that basketball, sends it up, and missed it. His favorite athlete, J.J. Watt. Well, if you got a motor like J.J. Watt, you'll be successful because J.J. Watt goes 110% in everything he does. Second free throw, no good. Rebound saved in, yes. General Johnnie Wilson has the basketball and a 16-point lead. I'll have to double check my math every time I open my mouth now. Get it out front. Now they feed it to the right wing. Carter, he'll shoot it. He hit another 3. My goodness. Carter with 3 threes in the quarter and 5 overall. Makes it 31-12. He's going to want the tape of this from Joe Bach at the other end. Longfellow with a layup. As popping that one in was Tobias Overton. He now has 4 points in the ball game. And a whistle and a foul at the other end. 31-14. Rashad Carter with 5 threes. His favorite food is tacos. I think he loaded up on the tacos at lunch today. He's operating off of some energy food. There's no doubt about that. Free throw up and in for Tracy Williams. I've got Tracy Williams now with a 5-point ball game. He's got one more free throw. 32-14 with 2:07 to go. And the second free throw short by Williams. Velez tried to keep the possession alive, but it belongs to Longfellow, and we'll get a reach-in foul in the backcourt as Christian Elder, I believe, committed that foul. Well, what a quarter for General Johnnie Wilson. They had 16 at the half. They have 16 here in the quarter. They have outscored Longfellow 16-3 in this period. Make it 32-14. And there's a turnover. Down the floor ahead of the pack, driving and scoring is Christian Elder. That's his first 2, if my score sheet is correct, to make it 34-14. There's DeJuan Howard-Young. Now they try to dump it down low, and there's a steal by General Johnnie Wilson. Quoron Wyndham in the ball game, seeing his first action. His runner's no good. Rebound put back up, no good. Wyndham hustling to keep the possession alive, and he does. Wyndham on the left wing. He's going to go all the way to the bucket. Bank shot, no. Wyndham got it back, put it up, no. Wyndham got it back, put it up, no. Rebound, Velez put it up, no, but he got fouled. So Velez will shoot 2. You know what? You got to like Velez's goal in life, future goal, to get far in life. There you go. That's pretty succinct, but boy, that's a good thing for all of us as he tries to bank that first free throw in and missed it. Velez has one more coming with 1:16 to go here in quarter number 3. Second free throw in and out and back in again for Velez. So he splits the pair. That's his first point. Makes it 35-14. Longfellow basketball. Boy, this one got away from him here in the third, although there's a 3-ball from the right corner by Mason Davis. Shot by Mason. So a 3-ball from Davis makes it 35-17. Ball deflected into the backcourt. So the possession stays with General Johnnie Wilson. They try to throw it out front. Ball deflected. Scramble for it. Carter has it. Well, you better watch out. Carter gives it up. Now gets it back. He'll shoot another one. That one's off the mark. Rebound put back up off the glass. No good. Rebound Velez. Got his shot partially blocked. Out of there with it comes Longfellow. And we'll get a traveling call as DeJuan Howard-Young took a couple of steps in the lane. .35 on the clock. 18-point lead. Carter got it out front. Now they swing it to the left wing. Good ball movement right there, although the pass back out front is tipped and stolen by Longfellow. Right of the lane, knocked off the ball, no foul called as Mason Davis ended up going down. And then the ball went off, Mason Davis out of bounds. So General Johnny Wilson will get it back. Under 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Plenty of time. Carter left of the lane, in the lane, feeds it underneath the Velez, scooped it up, no. Rebound grabbed by Longfellow. They get it to the half-court line. Ortiz fumbled it, and that ends the third quarter. Big third quarter for General Johnny Wilson as they have knocked this one out to an 18-point lead, 35-17. General Johnny Wilson leading Longfellow as we head to the fourth, 8th grade basketball between Longfellow and General Johnny Wilson on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Hi, my name is Mayra Codman. I'm 16 years old and in 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying math and science through the College Credit Plus program. Taking classes through Titan College has really given me an advantage. I'm learning how to be a college student in my Titan College classes. I'm pretty much getting my associate's degree by the time I'm finished high school, and I'm excited because it's going to be free. I can get to where I want to go faster. As for Titan College's CCP classes, you've just got to be aware of the workload. You have to know that you will have more work. You can't slack, and there are more requirements and more thought processes involved. You gotta study. You do get used to it after a while, and it does get easier. Procrastination is a killer, so don't do it. I'm working on completing my associate's degree before I finish high school, and it's all thanks to Lorain High and Titan College.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
It's all General Johnny Wilson as we start the fourth quarter of play. They lead it 35-17 over Longfellow. Ramos on the right wing. Inside the arc, will shoot it, miss it. Rebound put back up and in off the glass by Quaran Wyndham. So his first 2 points of the ball game. And it's now 37-17. So Wyndham enters the scorebook. Turnover by Longfellow. Ramos on the right wing. Ramos to the baseline. Ramos tried to whip it in the lane. There's a lot of traffic in there, and out of there with it comes Longfellow. They're down by 20. They had gotten it down to a 2-point game in the second quarter of play, but General Johnny Wilson went up by 6 at the half and then had a hot shooting third quarter to open up a huge advantage as we're now early in the fourth. General Johnny Wilson with the ball and a 20-point lead. They get it to Lagarde, left of the lane, put the shot up, no good. A rebound grab by Longfellow. Ortiz ahead to DeJuan Howard-Young. Back in the middle to Camille Ortiz. Ortiz out front. Fires on the left side to DeJuan. He'll shoot it, miss it, rebound Lagarde. So here comes General Johnny Wilson. They're quickly down the floor. Ramos stops and shoots a three, and he hit it. Christian Ramos, he now has an 8-point ball game. Makes it 40-17. Pass stolen by Ramos. Ramos pushes it ahead to Rashad Carter. He's got 15 in the game, all from beyond the arc. Carter fed it to Wyndham, and Wyndham fouled. So he will shoot two. In the 7th grade game between General Johnny Wilson and Longfellow, we had the running clock leading the contest. We'll see if that unfolds here as well. Boy, Wyndham misses the first. His goal is to become a lawyer. His favorite athlete is LeBron James. Actually, I'm surprised there isn't more LeBrons listed. There's only a couple of them. Wyndham line right, second one, in and out, and back in again. So he's got a 3-point ball game. Makes it 41-17. And there's a steal by General Johnny Wilson. And left of the lane, the runner put up no good. Rebound ricochets into the corner. Ball grabbed by General Johnny Wilson. They get it out front. Carter's 3-ball. He hit number 6 on the day. Rashad Carter with 18, all from beyond the arc. Makes it 44-17. Tell you what, he's got my attention. How about a 6 3-ball game for Rashad Carter? And nice ball movement there by Longfellow. They got it down low to Charles Payne. First time I've called his name today. Charles Payne with his first 2. Makes it 44-19. Carter fires left side. Now they get it down low to Lagarde. Turns, shoots, missed it off the glass. Lagarde fights for it, though, keeps it alive. Put it back up, hung it on the rim, and it fell off, but he got fouled. So Lagarde will shoot 2. So 3:26 to go, and Lagarde at the free throw line. Isaac Lagarde Jr., first one up, in and out. Isaac with 2 points in the ball game. Tell you what, you don't see this too often. Isaac Lagarde Jr.'s favorite food, shrimp. You gotta like that. Not sure if the folks at the all-you-can-eat Red Lobster would like that, but shrimp, I love shrimp. I'm not sure it's my favorite food, though. 44-19. Longfellow down by 25. Here's Van Sickle here on the near side, trying to weave his way into the lane. Lost the ball. Out of there with it comes General Johnny Wilson. And driving all the way to the other end, but missing the shot. Rebound Carter. Oh, nifty behind the back pass to Ramos, who drives and scores. And Ramos now with 10. How about the behind the back pass there from Rashad Carter? And we're under 3 minutes to go. Ortiz will shoot a 3, miss it. Rebound Lagarde, gives it off to Carter. Here comes Rashad Carter. Boy, he's quick, isn't he? Tried to deal it underneath, but the ball knocked free, but it's grabbed by General Johnny Wilson. Everything going their way. Christian Elder banks it in. Makes it 48-19 with 2.5 minutes to go. Looks like General Johnny Wilson has settled into his own as the pass is picked off. Wyndham heads to the other end. He drives, missed a shot. Rebound grabbed by Ortiz for Longfellow. Ortiz to the forecourt. Left wing Van Sickle spots up a 3, missed it. Long rebound, grabbed by General Johnny Wilson. Ramos has it in the backcourt, feeds it ahead, left of the lane, shot up and in. That was a nice fast break, and Christian Elder with the bucket to make it 50-19. Ortiz, right wing 3, good. Camille Ortiz hits a 3-ball. I've got Camille with 9 points in the ball game to make it 50-22. General Johnny Wilson with a nice performance here today. And as we said, at the 8th grade level, you're looking for skill development as the shot is up on the baseline, no good. Lagarde knocked the rebound out of bounds. No running clock. 50-22 with 1:27 to go. So here comes Longfellow down by 28. In the right corner, a 3-ball is up, no good. Rebound grabbed by General Johnny Wilson. And trying to go for a dunk but missing it was Wyndham. This ball grabbed by Longfellow. Here's Van Sickle with a 3-ball, missed that. Rebound Wyndham. He's going to push it down the floor again. Tried to feed it underneath the Velez and shot it right by him out of bounds. Basketball belongs to Longfellow. DeJuan Howard Young will bring it up through the center circle. Right side to John Van Sickle. Van Sickle gave it off to Payne. Payne left side to Gomez. He'll shoot it, miss it. Rebound Lagarde. Lagarde got it ahead. And now they throw it down to Velez. He rainbowed it up and in from the side of the backboard. Oh, my. That gives an ooh and an ah from the crowd. Velez with his first 2. We're down to 25 seconds to go. Remember that shot Larry Bird hit from the other side of the backboard? That's a famous highlight of Larry Bird's. And now Longfellow going to take a timeout. 16 seconds to go in a 30-point ball game. Longfellow's going to take a timeout. Yes, little do these young men realize I've been sitting on these bleachers for well over 2 hours. Let me get that timeout in with 16 seconds to go. And I think the officials are going to say, all right, let's get back out here. Well, again, we're glad you dialed in on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television, as we wind down the final seconds of this one. Longfellow with the basketball, as Payne had to go right through his hands out of bounds. And now we've got that running clock. They inbound it, and that will do it. So our final score here in the 8th grade ball game, General Johnnie Wilson 52, Longfellow 22. So a nice performance by General Johnnie Wilson. And speaking of nice performance, how about the game from Rashad Carter? 18 points unofficially in my book, all from beyond the arc. Rashad Carter had 6 3 balls for General Johnnie Wilson for 18 points in the ball game. He easily led all scorers. Christian Ramos finished up with 10, and Christian Elder had 6 for General Johnnie Wilson. For Longfellow, unofficially, I've got Camille Ortiz with 9 and Tamir Strasher with 5 to lead the way. So a 52-22 win for General Johnnie Wilson in the 8th grade game here at Longfellow. All right, that's going to do it. So, again, we thank everybody for treating us so very, very well here at Longfellow. And, of course, the biggest thanks goes to you, the viewers. We hope you enjoyed this one. 52-22, our final, General Johnnie Wilson over Longfellow on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.